Georg gasps into awareness, just in time to see Giant Haines murder the enemy wizard. He surveys the field of battle around him and finds some dying foes and relieves them of their souls and the remaining banners seeming to retreat. He also finds and takes the enemy caster's spellbook. He returns to the keep and sees that Cal Crystal has taken some prisoners. He then finds Baron Song in the keep and tells him the good news. After the Baron commands the execution of the prisoners, he gives the orders to march on Cauldron, and so what remains of the Song forces heads out. The next day they arrive at their destination. They reach the keep, and Georg easily knocks open the door. Haines and Georg enters, meeting no resistance except for a few quarrels fired from above. They find Baron Steamhouse's daughter, who seems confused and oblivious. They leave her in her room and proceed to clear the keep, and finally meet resistance on the top floor, where they find a small garrison, and who they quickly defeat. After making sure the keep is secure, they find and rummage through the treasury, from which they take their finder's fee, before Haines and Georg report to Baron Song. As they load the wagon with treasure, a mob approaches. Georg tries to disperse them with some words of wisdom, but turns out the mob is composed of zealots, so Georg thunderstaffs them away, and they scatter. With the keep looted and the daughter kidnapped, the Song army returns to Misty Rapids. Georg, on his phantom steed, speeds ahead to scout and finds that the keep is still under Song's control. Some time passes as Misty Rapids deals with the aftermath of the siege, during which Georg tries his best to locate the missing Steamhouse army, but finds no trace. The rest of the time he spends reading his newly looted spellbook, preparing the Bronze Guard, and also the unicorn bones. Eventually, a messenger from Countess Castilian arrives to summon Baron Song to Thornwood. Before the Baron leaves, Georg raises the bronzed skeletal gnolls and unicorn. The Baron is pleased with the new addition to his forces and reminds Georg his mother still needs to be tracked down before heading off with Haines to Thornwood. Georg goes to see Vanessa and gives her a small reward while seeing what information he could get from her. He combs his library for some information about Pernices and Drakis, the kingdom it is situated in, and starts planning his journey. What lies ahead for Georg in Pernices? How did the Baron's hearing go? What's the deal with Steamhouse's daughter? Let's find out on Dicing with Death.
Hello everybody and welcome to Dicing with Death. Ryan, how are you doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon or evening? I guess it really depends on your location.
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Pacific time zone, but I'm also in the Northern Hemisphere. I bet if you followed this time zone all the way south, it would be dark somewhere. I guess it would also be the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so it's not super
South Pole. Well, it is a fine afternoon, evening here as well. I don't know if you said you were doing good. Maybe you're doing crappy, but I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Anything to update the fine viewers on? They're sick of you by now. You've been streaming all day, right?
Yeah, no one cares about me. They're all here to watch you.
Yeah.
All the pressure is on you to perform.
Good thing I got a ton of badass spells to save me when I screw up over and over again. And sometimes even some DM hacks on my side.
No, that's never happened.
Do we need to fill them in? I think we should just jump right into play.
Let's jump right into play. There ain't nothing we need to talk about.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing we need to discuss. This is a perfectly normal on-time broadcast, and we definitely did not.
Nope. Everything's beautiful and perfect, and our weekends were pretty much the same.
All right. Right on into Misty Rapids.
Yes, you are living in Misty Rapids.
And I think I'm probably sitting on the throne with my feet kicked up on the table in the Great Hall.
Oh, you are on the throne?
I mean, it's when I'm alone. Remember that scene where I walked in on the Snake Keeper on the throne? There's probably some similar moments where Garrick's doing the same and planning out his adventures. So unless I can't remember if I had anything else going on, but my plan is going to be to leave town pretty much now, hit the road. I mean, I'm at full life. What time are we picking up?
We're picking up right where we left off. I believe it is the 26th of June for you. And it is hot out. It's like 90 degrees. It's a hot day.
Hey, I'm doing fine in my black robes. Definitely not boiling alive. Can I deal with lifestyle expenses now before I leave and probably pay for it out of the treasury? I mean, can I do it? That's one thing I would like to do is an inventory of the treasury, do an accounting of what showed up. And if there is an actual accountant, compare my account with whatever he put in the record book.
There is no accountant.
Okay. How much? What's the coin count? How much loot did we get from Cauldron?
Well, it's all lumped together in one big sum right now. So What was in Cauldron and what was there before is hard to tell.
Sure.
But the total wealth of Misty Rapids that is in this chamber, you, after maybe a couple of hours of counting coins, I think you approximate it to be about 10,000 gold.
It's a hefty sum. Not quite what I would have expected, but still.
That's not what you would. That's less than you would expect.
Well, I mean, I guess that sounds low for the wealth of a. I guess it's just a town.
Yeah, 10,000 gold cash on hand. That's
cash
not
on hand.
That's
most
that's
of
not investments. That's not property. That is cash on hand.
Most of it's probably in the form of gold, art objects of art and golden goblets. And,
there's definitely some in that, but there's a
bricks
lot
of gold.
in straight gold.
Is there platinum?
Some, not a lot though.
Can I exchange gold for platinum in the Bank of Misty Rapids? Or
right now you're alone. You could take whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm a reason. Well, yeah, I don't know. Garrick's thoughts on law and chaos are evolving. He's a student yet. But I guess that's a nice morning spent in the dungeon, being watched over by 2 of my skeletal gnolls. We're close to the end of the month. I would like to take care of lifestyle expenses now so I can leave town.
Sure.
I mean, if I level up, we can retroactively deduct 50. And I think if it doesn't seem like anyone would notice if I just took 400 GP from the treasury. I think I would also like to replace some of I've right now got 8. I've a lot of about half of my pockets I think are taken up. I may not even have accounted very well my deep pocket spell, but you know what? This shit's too hard to keep track of. I need a spreadsheet. I need chat minions to manage my equipment for me. But I think right now, like half of my pockets are stuffed with gold coins. I would prefer to swap out for platinum.
I'm sure if you put your character sheet in a place where every time you saved it, it updated live, you could get someone in chat to manage your character sheet for you.
I should spend. I've been meaning to spend like 20 minutes or whatever to get myself organized. Trouble right now, I've got a Word document with overflow. I've got my character sheet PDF, basically like a Regal Goblins character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
RegalGoblins.com/toolbox, and a Word document overflow. Mm-hmm. I just like stopped taking notes about, like, my character stopped caring about NPCs once he filled up his character. He's like, I don't even care about your name.
And everybody in chat mentions Evan as the person to take care of your character sheet for you.
Oh, we'll deal with that. Maybe even on a break I can find somewhere to upload this.
Do you have a Dropbox account?
A personal one.
Yeah.
And I have Dropbox capabilities. We'll see about it.
The way to do it, man. Or Google Drive.
Yeah. So is there at least, say, 80 platinum in this? Okay. And I'm gonna swap all my low value coins into my own bank. I probably want a few. Let's just do 10, 10, 10 of each because those are nice numbers. All right, so I'm getting set up for my journey. Why don't should I read out my spells to you in chat? At least that I've got.
Yeah, or you can paste them in Dice with Death Roll20 chat.
Oops. I don't think it will fit in Roll20 chat.
Oh my god.
So hold on. The italicized ones are what I have memorized. That's my full spell list.
Okay.
And wait, some of them are italicized, some are asterisks. I don't even understand. Roll20 was confused by the way it is. But if it's like... Now this is...
So I think what it does is anything between two asterisks gets italicized.
Oh, God. I'm not... Oh, whatever. Enlarge, reduce, color spray, burning hands, magic missile, deep pockets, display self, knock, ESP? Sure, ESP. Blink. There's not blink. Lightning bolt, phantom steed, lemon's tiny hat, fly, 2-dimension doors, and a thunderstaff.
Nice.
Roll20. I don't know all my Roll20 codes. Sorry about that. And packing up my deep pockets, paying off my debts before I leave town, reorganizing my wealth so I've got a reasonable assortment of coins on me and not like hundreds and hundreds of gold coins spilling out of my pockets. Mm-hmm. I know there are rumors going around about my deep pockets, but I don't want it to get too crazy and literal. I can't be that wizard bumbling with... Actually, I should have more copper coins on me because that is a spell component.
You guys didn't see it. Eben posted a fantastic abomination from the Matrix with Georg instead with the deep pocket spell.
Yeah, we'll reference that if it comes up again. But yeah, check it. Should I throw that YouTube link in chat? Or we can... I think I can find it. Yeah. Neil and I were saying before the broadcast that was kind of a coincidence because I had thought of when I was imagining the first time Georg flies if it ever actually happens. I'll probably be dead before I fly, even though I have the spell. I was imagining the Neo scene from the Matrix where it does like at least that's how I was planning on describing it.
From the end of the first one?
The end of the first movie where he flies for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top down pan, he just goes...
Before everything went to shit?
Yeah, so when I fly, that's what it'll look like. Here's deep pockets, though. All right. And I think we're ready to go. Song's not around. No one talks to me, right? I probably spend a day and it's probably fast forward a day while I get my shit together.
Probably.
And
That
then I'll
makes
check
sense.
out the next morning.
That day, you learn continual light.
Oh, didn't realize I had that going, but
Yep.
cool. So I got Magic Missile. That's pretty sweet. I think I want to learn Scare next.
Scare is what level?
Okay. Scare is a level 2 spell, I think. Continual Light. Do I want to cast? I want to cast Continual Light on something and put it in my pocket. There's no material components for Continual Light, correct?
I'm trying to search for it, but the page is slow to load.
Okay. Is Continual Light a 3rd level wizard spell or a 2nd?
I'm trying to find that out, but the page is slow to load.
Yeah.
There's
What
a lot
should
of
I?
spells, and I don't code very efficiently.
Would
It
it
is
be
a
dumb to
2nd level
cast?
spell.
Would it be dumb to cast Continual Light on like on the unicorn horn or like what should I cast it on?
Right.
I think just like I'll have it cast on like a random.
I thought you can't learn charm spells.
Continual Light is enchantment and charm.
No, Scare is.
It's not an illusion.
Scare is an enchantment or charm.
Bummer. No, I can't learn an enchantment and charm.
Page 187 of the player's handbook.
Yeah. No, I believe you.
Yes, enchantment or charm.
Interesting. I don't know what spell I'll be learning next. I will need a second to look up Natasha's spell book. But I'm planning on hitting the road. I'll keep learning spells as I travel. But
Okay.
what do I cast Continual Light on? I cast Continual Light on... Let's cast it on the bronze quarterstaff.
On the quarterstaff?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Your quarterstaff is now permanently lit.
There's no reverse to that? It is permanently lit?
It is non-reversible.
Can I cast it on a rock and like attach it to the quarterstaff?
Oh, wait, hold on. The reverse continual darkness. No, wait, that's a priest version of the spell. Sorry. The wizards does not have a reversible version.
Okay.
If
Okay,
you get
so
darkness
in that
15-foot radius, it will...
Temporarily negate it, right?
Right. You'd need a priest to cast the reverse of continual light to...
All right. Then I would like to cast it on a stone. Maybe even a precious stone if I had like a like a chunk of, I don't know, turquoise or something.
Sure.
And like put it in the snake's mouth. I can like spend a few minutes in the forge like reshaping the snake's mouth so it can like chomp on the stone.
Right, so you kind of like melt it just enough to shove it up
so
and like trap the
pop
stone
in there and be firmly. So I'll probably even tie a little string around it, or some, I don't know, a little wire that you can't quite see.
Nice.
In case I decide I don't want it continually lit. But yeah, so this we'll probably fast forward a day.
Okay. Yeah, that let's say that took part of the money counting and getting your shit together.
Yeah, so that was a full day. I'm so excited about these new skeletons, and I really love the fan art of the Undead Gnolls on the subreddit. But they're probably going to have to stay home for this. I think I'll draw way too much attention if I am traveling to new and far off lands.
With Undead Gnolls? Yeah.
With Undead Gnoll or atop an Undead Minotaur. I can probably get away with, Undead Unicorn. I don't know why I always say Minotaur. Undead Unicorn. I can probably get away with a Phantom Steed, but and then I think the day after I'm planning to hit the road and head east. Is there any business I need to take care of in Misty Rapids?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have any responsibilities. I don't think anyone has talked to me since Lord Song left.
I don't think anyone really likes you very much.
I don't know.
I think the only person who liked you was Kel Greller, and even that was questionable. That was more like a silent agreement of respect. Yeah. And I think everyone else is either afraid of you or actively dislikes you, except for maybe your cult-like followers, but you haven't really seen them in ages, so maybe they've gotten bored and moved on.
On my way out of town, I would like to check on the temple, the cult, as well as the Dicex. This will be on my way. So I'll conjure a phantom steed. Can I? So I've got you can cast spells for up to an hour in the morning.
Yeah.
Before, okay, so then I will be able to automatically do my conceal alignment, my phantom steed, and my deep pockets. That's maybe that's too much conceal, but I can cast up to 6 spell levels without incurring a penalty, right? Or without not incurring a penalty, and then rememorize spells. Does that make sense?
No, because if you cast 6 spell levels, that takes at least 6.
Okay,
minutes.
5 spell levels then. So I can cast Phantom Steed and Phantom Steed and Deep Pockets every day.
And then you remember them?
Yeah, and then so those won't take spell slots.
Okay.
Is that...
That's fair.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so I will conjure my Phantom Steed and head out towards the temple. Phantom Steed does take 10 minutes to cast, but I can Mehmet. I need to Mehmet do it all in an hour. I mean, I think that Phantom Steed takes 10 minutes, Conceal Alignment takes 1. There is 10 minutes left. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it works. I think it works with... Yeah. So... Atop my Phantom Steed, I ride east the Tether Wilds towards...
You're not going just to Thornwood?
Towards the temple. I want to go stop by the temple and the Dissect Manor or whatever on my way out of town.
All right. Sure. Sometime later, you arrive at the temple first. It is much as you left it. It looks like the signs and symbols that the worshippers of Nadinus had put up have been either knocked down or blown over by wind or fallen over of their own accord, but they're just kind of tipped over and they're on the ground. There are a whole bunch of very old footprints in around the area, heading down into that cavern, as well as what looks to be maybe animal tracks down there. You see some relatively large paw prints. Maybe bears or mountain lions, but not really any mountains around here. Maybe bears. Something.
Okay. So I will enter the temple. Is that there's no people around?
Nope.
No one...
Totally empty. You make your way down the non-lit area, but you've got your staff now.
Yeah, I've got my staff out. Continue light.
And enter the large pre-chamber before the temple. The doors are still cracked open, but as you kind of come around the corner to where you can see these cracked open doors, you see a mother bear who turns her head to face you. She's got 3 little cubs behind her, and she begins to growl at you.
What the fuck's a bear doing here?
Well, either way...
I cast Color Spray in me. Actually, I cast...
Well, I think at this point it's
spell,
initiative.
Yeah. Sure.
Because you got the light that really let the bears know that you were coming.
Yeah, I guess we'll just...
Bear goes at 8.
I'm casting Thunder Staff, which has a casting time of 4. Uh-oh. I guess Color Spray is faster. So let's hope that I beat no. Bear goes first.
Bear goes first.
So I guess I'm in, I don't know where. Am I still coming down the stairs or am I in the temple?
You've just come around that corner to view the big pre-temple chamber. Mm-hmm. And it looks like a bear and her cubs are here.
Does she charge me?
Oh, yeah. She gets up on 2 legs, gives a bit of a roar, and then drops down and comes rampaging at you. You still have stone skin on, right?
Yeah.
But you only have 5 castings.
4.
4? Okay.
I had 5 and then I lost 1.
Okay. The black bear comes at you with 2 claw attacks and a bite attack.
Wow. I have AC, I think 12 with my Ring of Protection, but you haven't told me the exact bonus.
So it rolls a natural 1, a 10, and a 19.
Okay, so the 19 ticks a charge of stone skin.
The bear is growling, saliva dripping from its face. It looks angry. It's your turn.
And I produce my other staff from a pocket, strike it on the ground, cast my thunder staff, and I think all the bears, but maybe just this one, have to make a saving throw versus spell.
Can you find out how many?
40 feet long. I don't know. You didn't tell me how far away.
Yeah. That's all of them. Saving versus spell.
Yes.
That's the mama bear. These are the baby bears. The mama fails.
Okay.
One of the babies passes.
Okay, so Mama Bear is stunned for D3 plus 1 rounds, which should be enough to insta-gib the bear.
How much damage do you do?
It doesn't matter, but I guess we can keep rolling. Everything's stunned, so okay, except for the one.
And for how many rounds? D3 plus 1?
Yeah,
no.
so
D3
right, or
rounds.
D3, sorry, D3, and then the plus 1 is for the blinding. 8 damage to everyone that failed the save. Or is it full? Oh, those who fail take the damage. I think those who pass must take the damage too, right?
And you're doing 8 damage?
On a failed save.
Okay. 2 of the baby bears are outright, thrown across the room and splattered against the walls. The mama bear survives the blast, but is
unconscious for a minute, and I swiftly, or the next round, pull Carl out of my pocket and dispatch the rest.
Okay. The remaining baby bear,
baby,
who is not stunned, but I believe is deafened, maybe, starts to crawl away into the temple, mewing.
No, he suffered. He took the 8 damage and got.
No, the one that saved, that passed its save.
Yeah, he takes 8 damage. He takes half damage and is hurled. Additionally, those who fail. Oh, those who fail.
Right.
Okay. Does failure? It says failure half. All creatures, wholly or partially. Okay. Whatever. So do you want me to make an attack roll against the baby bear? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying I want you to do anything. I'm saying the baby bear runs towards the temple.
Okay. I chase it down and hit it with my... So did it take any damage?
No, the baby bear does not take any damage.
I unleash I think I just bludgeon it to death with a club. He's better off. Well, yeah.
Oh shit! This thunderstaff, it has errors on it, serious errors.
Yeah.
They are hurled 2d4 plus 4 feet, not 4d4 plus 4 feet.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was for giant-sized creatures. I think it's just generally missing some information.
Okay. What book is this in? Should I look it up now, or I don't think
it is in Combat and Tech. I'm sorry, Tome of Magic, page 32. If the save is successful, the victim is not stunned but deafened for D3 plus 1 rounds and is hurled only half the distance. That's the paragraph that is missing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to add that right now. So the baby cub is hurled half the distance, takes half the damage, and survives.
Okay. Is it putting up what?
No, it's running.
You want me to roll initiative? I'm gonna chase it into the corner of the temple and put it out of its misery.
If you want to put it, corner it and put it out of its misery, you can do so. But the baby bear is running. You don't need to roll initiative after it.
Okay. I bop it on the head and knock it out.
With what?
I got a club, or I got my quarterstaff, so I probably thwack it on the head with the staff.
If you want to make a melee attack against it, you do need to roll initiative, though. I guess I should have been more clear. Yeah.
13. So I chase the bear into the temple.
All right. As you corner the bear, it turns to face you, terrified and scared, and just the little tiny cute baby bear who goes "Roar!" and reaches out at you and slashes at you.
I think it should make a morale check.
It's cornered.
It's not cornered because I haven't gone yet.
It beats your initiative.
Okay,
as you approach it and corner it, it attacks Kelly. It's rolls at a 12, which hits and scrapes against your stone skin with a claw. Its other claw rolls a natural 20, and its bite rolls a natural 1. So it takes off another 2 charges from your stone skin before Ryan does what to the poor baby bear?
I guess I have to hit it because that's what I declared. But right now I'm kind of mad that you just knocked off my stone skin charges, and this may, whatever.
You said you wanted to chase down the baby bear into the corner.
I wanted to deal with the problem. 5 damage, does that KO the bear?
That finishes it off, yeah.
All right, and I walk over and finish off Mama.
Mama's gone.
Babies.
They're all dead. You've murdered the whole Berenstein bear family.
I don't even know how, like this. I guess no one has been here since the day a month ago. Like, bears do not cruise in. These are black bears?
Black bears.
It's not normal for bears to just wander in. We're not even in the forest, really.
No, you're nowhere near the forest. You're out in the open plain.
Okay. So I'll make another pit stop at the hunter's house. Styx? No, not Styx. Styx was the one in Thornwood. Lance's village. So I go back aboard my phantom steed and go visit Lance's village.
Yeah, you find Lance's village on the way to Dissect territory. In fact, it's one of the places in Dissect territory. Lance is out there tanning hides as he normally does.
All right.
I think he sees you approaching, gets up and comes over and goes, "So, about that position, we had a chat a while back. I thought you had forgotten all about it."
Oh, we'll see. Lord Song is in Thornwood at the moment. I presume you've heard about the nasty dealings with Cauldron. Things are a little busy at the moment, but I do have a tip for you. The temple, you're familiar with the temple to the gods, Yay South in the Tetherwild?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just had to put down a whole family of bears that took up residence in there. So their hides are cleared for the taking. You're welcome to any profits.
Bears in the Tetherwilds?
Seems strange to me too. The babies were demonic. They fought despite alarming odds and got 3 attacks around and dealt the same damage as a full-grown adult bear.
They did not do any damage to you. Someone is salty.
I'm not that salty, but it does mean I need to recast Stone Skin the next day.
Huh. That is curious. We don't normally see bears in the Tetherwilds.
I know, but I don't care. I'm going out of town. So you can ponder this and let me know what you figure out. Have fun. Happy skinning. Hope you fetch a pretty penny.
Thanks for the heads up.
And continue east to the Dissect Manor. I have cast 4 spell levels. I should start keeping track of this.
Eventually, you arrive at the Dissect Manor. It is at the edge of the Thornwood Forest.
Okay.
It has a stone wall around it and a stone keep inside. It is far more impressive than Song's keep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's smaller, but it's all stone. And the walls are a little bit higher. And the craftsmanship is a little bit nicer.
All right, I'll go through the motions and ride up to the door. I guess I never actually have approached here in official capacity. As far as they know, I've never been. So I will, go up to the gate guard and says, "Is this Dissect Keep?"
It is, and I am well aware of who you are, but I do not know what it is that you are doing here. This is not your realm, wizard.
Can you tell Lady Dissect that Art Carl calls upon her?
For what purpose?
Official wizard business. Let me know her response, and I wait out at the gate.
She chews her lip for a while, and then finally, begrudgingly, opens the gate for you.
So she doesn't even go to deliver any. She didn't even go to check with Lady Dissect. Okay.
No.
All right. I leave my horse not at the stables, so as to not freak out the other horses.
Mm-hmm.
And it's black, so it might just kind of blend in with the wall to new people that walk by. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I leave it parked next to a building or something and walk in to see Lady Dissect. I mostly just want to exchange pleasantries while I use this as an opportunity to check in with her.
Lady Dissect is showing. She is definitely pregnant. Now, she's not, balloon big, but there is a bump there.
Mm-hmm. I guess I could have just clairvoyanced and saved this whole occurrence. Oh, did we mention that on stream, or was that in the break when I asked about the horns for clairaudience? I had pushed the Redsmiths to making those after we'd finished with the Knolls.
Right.
Were they able to finish or was that like a week long? Do I have?
I think you spent some time. There was downtime, so they finished it. How much are the horns? How much do they cost?
150, so I think 75 to craft them. And those are consumables? So
right, they're consumables, but you hired them to do it, right?
Sure, yeah.
So it would be this full 150 GP price?
No, really?
Why would it be any less?
Then I would do it for myself because we're making it in Misty Rapids' forge with peasant labor.
Yeah, but if you go to someone else's forge, you're still buying their time and resources. What's
the point in crafting it yourself if you don't? Like, I could just go to the store and buy it at that price.
Yeah, it makes way more sense to build it yourself, but whether you hire Redsmiths to do it at your forge or to do it at their forge, the cost is still the same.
I think all the overhead is thrown into cost of living expenses.
Yeah, but I think overhead is pretty minimal.
Whatever. Okay. How much do you want me to pay? 150 for horns?
We did kill like
I'll get three. Let's do 4 to make it an even. That makes it.
There was a week of downtime after you came back from Cauldron. So, in that week of downtime that we kind of just glossed over, you could have made the horns if you wanted to.
I thought that's what we were just discussing.
I thought you said you hired Redsmiths to do it.
No, we had slave Redsmiths. If they weren't slave Redsmiths, I mean, like, not slave, but like Lord Song was like called up. It was wartime, so there were all the craftsmen around, and I had them doing the knolls. How much? Okay, I'm getting 4 tiny horns. I just paid full price. You're saying I can pay half price?
I'm saying if you make them yourself, it's half price.
Okay, okay, and yours. Okay, and if I had, so I guess I made them myself if I had time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be 300 instead. Accounting and dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. Okay, so we're talking to Dissect.
Yes, she steps out of the keep. Big belly showing.
Yeah,
I guess. Small belly
showing. Okay. I'll go through. I've got my etiquette proficiency now, so I go through the motions. I bow. Milady, the pleasure to see you once again. I am passing through on my way east, and I thought to pay you a visit. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Pleasant small talk.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly my goals here are just to confirm that she is continuing to be pregnant and see if she's a crazy person. Because when I scried on her without the audio, now I do have clairaudience, so I could have describe, but whatever. We're here now. And she was like talking to herself and rubbing her belly. Just want to make sure she's not like, doesn't think she's conjuring a demon child, even though she actually is. I don't know. Does she seem possessed, or does she respond in a normal fashion?
She seems to respond in a normal fashion.
Probably. Does she give social pleasantries of, oh, it's good to see you too, even though I make her kind of uncomfortable? Actually, I don't know what. She was kind of into me until I had my boss charm her.
Let's say that she is polite, but only as much as protocol calls for. She's not especially warm with you right now.
Okay. And I have some I'll give her. I'll give her some kind of token as like an excuse for the visit. The only treasure that I have on my character sheet are these 50 GP rings. A little presumptuous. Suppose there's no retroactively snagging something more interesting from the treasure hoard.
I think it's.
Or is that not even customary? Is that not even necessary? Just checking in on our well-being. I mean, I ask, I say, you're showing. You look so beautiful. Congratulations. Is everything going all right? Anything you need me to do? I mean, like I'm like the local resident expert on all things, right?
Demon baby.
Even though I don't have a healing proficiency or herbalism, whatever, they don't know that. They're just like these sages know everything, right? These wizards know everything, right?
Yeah. So she responds to your questions, confirms that she is indeed pregnant still. Displays the pleasantries that she needs to, but seems a little bit cold and maybe a little bit distant.
Yeah. Okay. As long as she doesn't seem like completely raving mad, yeah. We'll call that a problem. We'll see. I'll need to, yeah, we'll check in later. Yeah. All right. Well, best wishes, milady. I will be on leave for some time, so look forward to seeing you on my return.
As you make to leave, she grabs your elbow and kind of pulls you in a little bit closer.
Oh, we were that close. Are there others around? Are we in the?
You were standing in the doorway.
Throne. I was okay.
Yeah.
I assumed we were like in her throne room, and I was like in front of her entourage.
It was just in the doorway of the keep with her.
I guess she's a noble. She's not a.
She doesn't have a throne room, right?
Yeah.
But she grabs you by the elbow, pulls you a little bit closer, and kind of whispers loudly in your ear. If you ever endanger Baron Song's life again, I will see you hung.
I return her gaze. I've saved your lord's life more times than you know. I guess I just sized her up for a second.
She has no retort
pull
to
my
that.
arm away and depart. I guess she's still charmed. Maybe she needs my filter of glibness. That might make her a little more pleasant. All right.
All right, you move on and eventually arrive in Thornwood that evening.
Okay. I think Lord Song is... I don't, pass Lord Song's entourage on the road, do I?
Mm-mm.
He's probably still here. I do have a tiny hut. Is there anything I even want to do in Thornwood? Whatever. I'll ride into town and get a room at a tavern.
Okay.
Not worth risking it in the woods if I don't have to.
As you arrive at the tavern, when you are in the tavern, and
is this the bear? I think this is probably the bear cave. I don't think I go to an inn and probably just chill in the common room.
Right. You hear in the inn talk of Count Vicious and the army he has deployed.
This certainly piques my interest.
Apparently,
am I directly involved in the conversation?
no, you overhear it at a table.
I think what
next
happens here is Georg casts his ESP that he has memorized. I'll delete a copper coin, and I just like sponge up all of the rumors from everyone in the bar over the course of the next 8 minutes.
Nice.
So can you summarize the situation?
It appears that Count Vicious has called all of his banners, every one of them, to bring their troops and assault Anvil, which has been taken by this Carrick the Vengeful and his men. And so his army is apparently marching out towards Anvil as we speak.
This is hard for me because out of character I know what happens. Well, I know what happens in the
one
other
timeline, but not
one
necessarily
timeline.
the other. Yeah.
I'm wondering if Georg's instinct is, oh fuck, he's marching on me and using Anvil as an excuse. Or if I'm smart enough that I don't. I don't know. You have any thoughts or guidance in this matter?
Anvil is not really in the way of Misty Rapids.
No, I mean my villages. So I'm going to doodle on the map a little bit, but like here's our border basically, right? With the next county over.
Yeah.
And we don't have it on the map, but Fortune is somewhere generally that direction. Oops.
Yep. And Anvil is generally that direction.
Yeah. So for all I know, Lord Vicious could be using this as an excuse to just because Lady Redshield was acquiring all these properties for some reason. The thought at least crosses my mind, like, what is Lord Vicious playing at here? Because is Anvil in his county? Am I able to gather that? Okay. That's true. Okay. So he could just be...
A lot of the talk is, why did it take him so long to do this? And why is he bringing all of his men this way? Because clearly his army is well over 1,000 men strong. Well over 1,000 men strong. And Anvil is held by, maybe 50 plus whatever mercenaries they can hire. Those odds are really, really strong in favor of Count Vicious. Not to mention he's got many trained knights, while it seems that Anvil's got like one knight and then a bunch of men-at-arms.
Yeah. As a player, I kind of just want to continue east and south and on with my adventures. I'm just trying to think through if Georg is at all concerned about Vicious rallying his banners. God, I wonder if, and I'm wondering, is this whole, as Chad is positing, is his whole army vampires? Does he just have a vampire army? They can't all, some of them have to be able to move in daylight. Some of these are just, I don't even know what's going, in my imagination, Fortune is an even more jacked up place than Misty Rapids. What sort of army does Count Vicious has, and what is he doing with it? I haven't even... I think the conclusion will be whatever Lord Song wants the taxes, so let him deal with it. He can't. We'll see. So I will eventually wind down and go to bed. Oh, Lord Song's got to be here in the city. I could go see him conceivably, right?
Conceivably. He's probably staying with the Countess.
Yeah. So I guess I'll head to the keep after I've heard these rumors heard these rumors in my mind at least, and verbally it sounded like, and thought them over.
Okay. So you head to the keep. You arrive in the evening as the sun is setting. The guards at the gate recognize you from the previous heroic deeds you've done and let you in, announcing you and sending a messenger running ahead to let the Countess know that you are here. One of these servants brings you into a comfortable waiting room known as the Purple Parlor, and you are left to wait.
I wait patiently. I should be learning a spell. And that's what I was probably doing in the tavern as well. If I can find, I never looked up that. I don't know how the new Regal Goblins I guess it's just the characters. The added toolbox threw off all of my...
I think I'm actually going to go back to the previous link.
Oh, God, you're killing me.
I know.
Okay, player equals Natasha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gaze reflection sounds like a pretty damn good idea now, but I don't think I would have thought of that the other day unless I look through this list and don't see anything worth doing. Ooh, there's a darkness. Bitter dust. Shatter. Yeah. At least in different, we'll just say it's gaze reflection.
Okay.
Certainly have enough reason to learn that. So I was probably, maybe I start looking at that now. But entertain myself while I wait.
Okay. 20 minutes pass, a long wait, and eventually you are brought into a different, comfortable sitting room. This one has Haynes, Kel Erica, Countess Castilian, and Baron Song. They are all sipping what smells like mulled wine, and Countess Castilian motions for you to sit at a comfortable spot by yourself.
I make eye contact. I say, "Ladies, my lord," and I don't really acknowledge Haynes, and I go to sit down. I do not mean to disturb, but I am passing through town on my way east, and I caught wind of the most interesting rumors of Count Vicious, which I thought it may be worth checking in, considering we're all right here. What a coincidence. Is there wine on the table?
There is wine.
I pour myself some of the mulled wine to cut the awkward. And
Countess Castilian looks you over slowly and says, and what rumors are you speaking of, Praetel, that need our attention?
Oh, I do not know if they need our attention. I'm at this point checking in more with Lord Song than her. But the talk and the talk on the winds is that he's called his banners and is marching for Anvil. I believe we're all clear on who Count Vicious is. I look around the room.
There's a bit of shifting. Countess Castilian
I thought to seek your wisdom, and I point to both Count and Baron, as to whether this rallying of forces is cause for concern.
I do not believe it to be so, says Countess Castilian. The Count has for far too long stayed his hand with Anvil. Has been a matter of some concern among the upper echelons that he did not intervene sooner. If Count Vicious is who we think he is, he has never once raised his armies in the past. I see no cause for alarm for him doing it now. Perhaps he did raise his armies for the northern incursion, the Hemdorkas incursion, and I suppose he has helped out with a few things, but I do not believe this to be cause for alarm. He may be one of the most populous counties in the kingdom, but surely he would not seek to march on Green County.
What? No.
And what do you mean?
Perhaps I am paranoid, but that's kind of my job. I fear for our eastern front. Our villages border with Green County, and though Lord Vicious is a patient man and has been an ally to you in recent memory. Well, I dare not presume.
So what have you come here to say?
If you think it is not cause for concern, then I shall worry about it no more. I will leave word with Ramdal on how to reach me if you should need to send for me in my absence.
You said you are headed east, says the Countess again. Where is it you are headed?
Oversea. I have a book I must track down, and yeah, it seems this is the best lull I have had in a while. All right. Yeah, I'll slip out at a appropriate juncture.
As you slip out, Haynes follows you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in the hallway, he goes, what's all this talk about Count Vicious? What's going on with him?
I pause and look up at Haynes. I suppose I don't need to tell you that you need to keep this sort of information quiet.
Do I look like the sort of guy that has trouble keeping secrets?
Yes, you look like precisely the sort of guy that has trouble keeping secrets.
Hey, I could crush you. My one hand.
I like look back at him with a sort of "I dare you" kind of stare, but I don't say anything. You will be privy to conversations that were previously below your pay grade, and I just want to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation.
I don't like the way you talk down to me. Do you know what my last name is?
Haynes. I'm about to fill you in on some very sensitive information. There's no need to be offended.
No need to be offensive.
I believe Count Vicious to be a vampire. And not just any vampire, a vampire lord.
He rolls his eyes.
Don't wag your lips at me. I've seen things you can't even imagine. Lady Redshield was raised by this count. I saw the turning in my mind's eye.
If Lord Vicious was a vampire, don't you think someone would have figured it out by now and done something about it? The wizards are all so paranoid. The real world's not that complicated. It's simple. You got good guys, you got bad guys, you got your people in between, and the good guys and the bad guys fight, the people in between suffer. It's real simple like.
Your understanding of cosmology is troublingly elemental. I'm glad we don't live in a democracy. Have a good one, Haynes.
And on that note, why don't we take our first break? It's the best political commentary I've heard all year. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.